Hello, hello. How's it going? Hello? I can't hear you, Matt. You're on mute.
Oh man, it opened up muted. I didn't even realize that. I hate when I do that. Well, good to see everyone. Again, good morning.
Have you been doing your have you been doing
Yeah,
the intro? That's great.
this one was
I
really.
love that.
Everyone thought I was stuck in a block. Like, just close the transaction. Like, I have no block speed.
Did you go to that event yet? The one with the Weight Watchers
That's tonight.
tonight? Yeah, right. Cool.
Weight Watchers. Next thing you know, you're gonna see Weight Watchers coin come out. WW coin. Yeah, that'd be a funny situation. It'd be like, poor Karen and Susie would be left holding the Weight Watchers bag as like everybody dumps out of the market. She's like, well, at least I could exchange it for all these protein bars. Yeah, or maybe I'm gonna go in and tell them a story. Be like, yeah, Weight Watchers saved my life. Be like, I used to be 400 pounds, and just go with that for the night and just see if they believe it. She's like, oh my god, I'm so proud of you. I'll be like, you're my hero.
And you know what I would really like to see? A tokenized.
Tokenized weight. I'm trying to put my weight up on a public blockchain so people could bet on me like a prediction market, like Biggest Loser. Will Matt lose 2 pounds this week? Everyone's like, nah, that guy's a fat ass. Like 90% chance, no. Some young teen out there, I believe in Matt. I really think he could lose the weight. Like, I think the odds are all off on this one. I think it's a lock. He's gonna do it here.
Would you insider how much would you have to earn insider trading if you were like, oh, the odds on me getting to like 160 kilos are like paying like 1,000 to 1. uh, yeah. How much would you need to get paid to get yourself to
Oh, I
160
wouldn't even
kilos?
mind. I'd just do it. Like, if they were like,
160 kilos.
yeah, if they were like, oh, like you want like $100,000? Yeah, I'd do it. Yeah, I'd be like
$100,000. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
160 kilos. It would just be fun to see if I could even do it. Like,
It'd be
like,
hard.
I'm still fat right now. You're still fat. I'm like, yeah. It's like I actually have a little fun getting fat. I'm like,
But that is like properly fat.
yeah.
You've never been nearly that fat.
Well, then the next mark would be like, will Matt die before he reaches 130 kilos?
That's an assassination market. I don't know if they.
Yeah, that's the first one. I'd be at McDonald's. I'd be like, "That's that guy. Like, you gotta poison his food like right now." Oh my goodness, assassination.
Fat Matt.
Oh, I'd have a great time. I'd be like Fat Bastard in Austin Powers. I would just make everyone so uncomfortable around me from how disgusted I am. Pretty good stuff, man. It's good to laugh about this stuff when crypto's down. Dude, it is really interesting. I'm not sure what's going to happen really with the Clarity Act. Like, it
Well,
is.
institutions hasn't been great for crypto so far. Like, like it's like, yeah, I feel like everyone was like, oh, it'll bring stability, and but it really kind of, we haven't gotten heaps of stability from it. I think like regulation for builders and stuff, and for like that's what we need. Like, like there needs to be clear frameworks for people to build around. But like bringing in banks and stuff, I don't know. I don't know if
Unfortunately, we
that's.
have to bring the banks in because there's a huge issue right now in the US. Like, as much as I love stable coins, it collapses like local economies and like our ability to have, self-reliance on like state level or local level versus like being fully reliant on the federal level. So it's like it's super stable coins are super dangerous to our freedom in the US. Even though they enable our freedom, the way the banks are going to use it is going to concentrate the money towards like the federal markets. So like right now, right? Like you're low if you I'm a person, I'm Susan, I'm 50 years old, blah blah blah. I'm holding my money in a local bank right now, right? The local bank is loaning my money out. They're making money off of those loans, so mortgages. They're also making money off of the bonds market, right? Like the bonds market is freaking 100 times greater than like crypto, right? Like it's huge. So like that's where the majority of the money is getting invested. Now, if we were to offer stable coins with these great APYs, it beats out the bank's rate. So Susan is going to take her money and put her money in like USDC. Like she might put her money in some new high yield savings account similar to BlockFi, where she's going to get, 5 to 10%. She's going to get more than what she gets at the bank, right? So Susan and all of her friends are going to say, oh my God, this is such a better rate. The banks are ripping us off. Let's pull all of our money out and put it in the USDC. The issue with that is now you're making these towns which were once reliant on like their local bank or like a regional bank or some type of charter bank, and that bank is putting all of their money in the loan and bonds market. And now all of that money will get withdrawn out of the loans and bonds market and basically put into USDC, which USDC is backing T bills. So your now money, which was once backing like your local loans and your bonds and things like that, is now actually being sent out to the federal level and you're backing T bills. So all the money that was once diversified across the US in all of these smaller banks and is kept at like, a state and local level through like the loans and the bonds market will all be withdrawn out and it'll be put into these stable coins. And what that will do is that will crash our entire economy. Like if we like the loans and bonds market is like literally like 100 times bigger than crypto, right? And now overnight, all these people are going to want to pull their money out of those markets, and it makes each state, each local level super reliant on the federal level because the Fed is where they're getting all of their returns from now. So
I
it's
mean,
dangerous to concentration of money in the US because now our money goes out of local levels like bonds and loans and now goes into supporting the federal level.
I imagine most of those, like most people aren't in local banks, right? Like when you say local bank, they're just like, you just mean like the local branch of like a massive bank. They are?
Yeah, a lot of people. There's like, there's regional banks, right? There's like local township banks and things like that people are in. A lot of older people are in those. Like there's a ton of credit unions out there too that older people are in.
I think we have a huge concentration here of like the big four banks. Like it'd be like well over half of our population. Well over half of our population would be with the one of the big four banks here.
Oh, I just got a nice little win there. It's like the Alexander.
Big volatility again.
Yeah. It's like the Alexander Hamilton type of method, right? Like, do you trust the state level? Do you trust the federal level? And like right now, like, of course, a lot of people want to preserve freedom. They want to trust in more like local state levels. And
yeah, local as possible. Is the more local, the better for sure.
All right. So overall, U.S. bank deposits in the U.S. sit at roughly $18 to $19 trillion. So the top 4 banks in the U.S. have a share of 35 to 40% of the market, right? So already 35 to 40%. And then we have large national banks, which are 20 to 25%. Regional banks are 20 to 25%. Community local banks are 10 to 15%. And credit unions are also around 10 to 15%. So it's a large amount of people are keeping their money in regional banks, community banks, and credit unions. So it is really scary because it's like you can wipe out these credit unions and regional banks and just force concentration through USDC. And you're creating a whole federal like reliance now.
Ours is the big 4 hold 80% of all home loans, 70% of all deposits, and 90% of all the wealth. Like when you count industrial, I'm assuming that's when you count commercial as well.
Dude, the global bonds and loan market is worth $250 to $260 trillion. Wow. And now imagine that all these people pull out of that market to now go to the federal level because they're getting a better return than the banks. Like,
but isn't some part of the clarity that you can't offer interest on it or something?
Well, that's why it hasn't passed. Is because they're saying, oh, like you can't offer interest. So there's been a silent battle. This is literally it is a war. Like the biggest decision right now that's preventing all of crypto is the banks are worried about, like, of course, shutting down on the local and regional level, and they're worried about concentration towards the federal level. And they're like worried that these people are going to crash the loan and bonds market overnight because they're going to start pulling out their money and sending it all to the federal level. And that's a real concern. I get it. Like, that's the one thing they're fighting over right now is, can you offer a yield? And like on the other side of the argument, you're like, okay, the problem is the cat's out of the box, right? Like, or the cat's out of the bag. And China has Binance, and they're going to offer a yield on USDC. And like, what's preventing our money now from leaving the local level and now escaping federal concentration, and now it's just going over to foreign concentration? Like, that is also a possibility too, is everyone's like, oh man, like no one in the US is going to offer these high yield savings accounts. Well, let me turn on my VPN and let me go over to Binance, and they're going to do it. And that to me is a worse situation. All situations are bad. It's like
I don't think it's going to be this like golden pill for crypto prices either. Even if whatever it does, if it goes through, doesn't go through, I don't think it's like it's.
Yeah. I really don't know how we get out of that one though. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, okay, like, so you gotta have the banks need to continue to make money. Then you support regional banks. Like, you don't want them to pull out of loans and bonds. But like, maybe they have to offer better yields. Like maybe it's saying, hey guys, like it's been a great, whatever 80 or 100-year run. Time to, like we
We
want
gotta
to like we
steal
want
less of people's money.
yeah, they're like, okay, like we want to maintain, people keeping their money at regional levels, and the only way to do that is we need to offer a better yield that's competitive with the yield in USDC. So like maybe it's guys like, hey, like we're gonna step away. Like we can't make as much money, we can't hire as many people. We got to use more AI. I don't know. But it's like it's hard, right? Like you're going up against this giant beast. Like no, every banker is worried about getting put out of business if they forward this type of stuff. And like the older generation doesn't know that this type of stuff, so they know like they're literally building themselves out of a job.
Where do you reckon we're going price wise today?
I don't know. I think we just stay sideways for the day, like 72, 73. I don't think we really get much change. It's a huge issue. You want to watch a really good video, Yeti? Yeti?
Yeah, I definitely do. Sorry, I'm just writing a message to hell yeah, I do. What is it?
This video, it's fucking good. This woman is putting her life on the line. Like they are gonna kill this woman. They already have tried to kill her before and threaten her family members for publishing material. Like she breaks down. She'll talk about the Clarity Act in this. She'll talk about the current situation that I just mentioned, and she breaks down like programmable money too, and like what they're trying to do with it. And then she also breaks down how just she like shows how people have manipulated like business with like politics. And her example is like the private prison system and how the private prison system was the worst idea ever because like she literally proved this out, and this is what almost got her killed. She like
It is so bad. Private prisons is so bad.
So bad. But she went to go publish this book that when she went to go publish it, they threatened her family and they're like, we're going to kill your family. And she jokes about in this, she's like, oh, I'll publish it once all my family members have passed away.
Yeah, right.
Because she's not afraid. And like in this book, she used to have a company that did the financials for like multiple other companies. So she actually dug this out while she was working with this private prison. But she found that like they would invest in private prisons, and then the same guys who invest in private prisons would work to like lobby and pay like whatever, the governor or whoever is at the time to try to raise prison sentences. So they would invest in all the private prisons there. And then on the government level, they would try to raise prison sentences. So they'd make crimes like more intense, like, 5 months turns into 12 months. And as soon as they were able to get these like laws passed, the private prisons would become worth more because they knew like, okay, people are going to be staying there for longer periods of time now. And then the same groups, when they wanted to like um, fill the prisons, they would defund the state like defense budget. So like not the the state appointed attorney budget. So like whatever attorney you would get, they made sure like you weren't getting any attorney or you were getting like the worst attorney, and it made people take more plea deals. So more of these people were going to jail for like these petty crimes, and they were finding that these guys were like sending in SWAT teams, like, and this was like an example is Washington D.C. They were sending in SWAT teams of people to just go in and round up like kind of like petty criminals and put them in jail. And then they made sure like, oh, they didn't have a good defense lawyer, so they couldn't really defend it. And now more people were going to jail for a longer period of time. And now the value of those private prison companies went up dramatically.
That's so gross, hey? So gross.
Oh, it's literally terrible. Like, it is actual slavery. Like,
yeah.
Like,
I think the US has like one of the highest incarcerated percentage of like population being incarcerated of any country on earth. Yeah.
Yeah, and you hear like a lot of people who are in poverty or like people of color like complain about this exact thing, that they are getting treated unfairly. And the reality is they are. Like they're not wrong. Like people are actually trying to put them in jail just to make money off of them for like ridiculous crimes that if you were a person who had money, like you would be able to get out of it and not go to jail. But just because you're someone who doesn't have enough money, like you fall between these cracks of the system and like end up getting improper justice. And now like your life is getting served out to like make some asshole some fucking money in a room. Like it's terrible. Yeah, so watch that video. It's so good. She talks about that, like she summarizes it. Because like she doesn't want to go into too much detail, but it's really good.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't there something in America where there were even like judges getting paid off by
definitely
like bribes to send people to like specific prisons?
Oh, of course, dude. I would assume that like just like doctors get kickbacks for prescribing opiates. You know, it's like,
oh man, so that is just freaking
wild. If that exists, definitely someone is bribing a judge out there to send someone to a certain prison. Without a doubt in my mind.
It's such a mess.
Yeah, it's like such a weird industry. Yeah, you got drug sales reps like taking doctors out to nice dinners and giving them like incentives to basically prescribe opiates to people. Like it's terrible.
Such a mess.
I mean, like they did get in trouble for that, but like they get in trouble all the time, and the fine is like just an expense at this point. They're like, oh, like whatever, we'll just do all this evil manipulation and marketing, and we'll make all this money, but like we're gonna get caught, so we'll have to pay this fine. So like let's calculate it into our expenses. So as long as we make this much money, we could pay that off and it won't matter.
Yep. Oh, nice win.
No, I know, that's an insane win. Like she makes me really not like crypto.
Why? What about?
Because like everything she shows is like how it's going to be used for control, and like how it's going to take more of our freedoms away. And like yes, there is a small chance that this could be used for good, but like what everyone's trying to do with it is not good right now. Like we're gonna have to work, and that's the reason I'm in this industry is because I still believe we could do something good with it. Like we have a small chance to do it, and the period of time is running out, and like we're gonna do everything we can to try to accomplish it. I think we still will win. That's why I'm doing it.
Yep.
But again, it's like in a small window in time where we have a chance to change like a, over from like a 250-year-old system into something new. And like that's definitely going to happen. Like we're going to be on digital money, and like we'll see what type of digital money we're on. But like it could just be, we could be on regular money, right? Like we could still be on the same money, but we could have programmable money. So it could be our same money, but like you have rules with AI that can say like how you spend your money or send your money, right? And now they're gonna like cut you off from your credit card or something like that. Or hopefully, hopefully we maintain like things like Bitcoin, and we maintain like other private companies create like their own stable coins that people could remain anonymous in. But like if you use a lot of these other stable coins, like you're just asking for every one of your transactions to be tracked.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they definitely want programmable money. Like they wanted something to like control us in the time of COVID, for example. Like if they told you were locked down, you can't leave. Like like in a programmable money world, they would make sure that your credit card doesn't work at the gas station, so you can't get gas to leave.
Yep. Yeah. Have you? The surveillance state is just—it's crazy, isn't it? How surveilled we are. There was like, I remember ages ago seeing this meme where it's like like it was like people back in the day talking about how like buying like scanners to see if their phone had been tapped. And then it was like like someone today like, hey phone tap, what's the answer to blah blah blah. I can't remember but like just
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
just like it's such a part of our lives now. It's just so convenient to be surveilled. They've made it that it's. I mean, yeah, Google. It's all just so they've made it just like absolute convenience.
Yeah, we've always had these systems around, but now they're getting so much better at having all these systems communicate with each other. Because before it was like,
and for you to want them as well, for you to like want to use them because they're like they add value to your life.
So good,
at
man.
the cost of being surveilled.
They talked about like their recent assassinations that we've done in like across the world and in Iran and places like that. And they're like, oh, the reason they were able to pull them off so successfully is because like we've been monitoring these people for years. It's like we already knew who these people were. They were on our radar, and we knew like every single part of their daily life and what they were doing and how to find them, to where like when we wanted to do it, like it was just like that.
Yep.
Like it is pretty terrifying. Like if they want to do it, they can do it. And like it's getting to a point where you don't even have a choice. Because before it was like, okay, like if you installed Wi-Fi in your house, right, that was an instant tracking system for everyone. You reverse ping the Wi-Fi signal. You can literally get everyone's heartbeat, and you can see where everyone is in the house right now. Like if I took your Wi-Fi, I pinged it off, I could see that you're in this room, someone else is in that room, and someone else is in this room. And then I could watch you guys walk around your house. And I could literally be like, Yeti's in this corner of the house, blah, blah, blah. And I could like report that to someone if I wanted to. And that technology has existed for like over 10 years. Like people have been using that. And again, people think they have the choice. Oh, like I could have the choice to have Wi-Fi in my house or not, right? That's no longer a choice. You have satellites that can beam Wi-Fi down into your house. And if they can beam Wi-Fi down in their house, that means they can literally track you too. From a satellite, they can beam Wi-Fi into your house and then use that signal to see where you are.
That is freaking wild. I mean, yeah, far out. I mean, but who as well is choosing not to have Wi-Fi because they're worried about being tracked? I mean, it's like,
oh, I know
people just don't.
Ethernet only. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I do actually. I have some crazy friends though.
I have some crazy friends, but
My friend who builds his own AI, who like every time I call him, all I hear is like servers running and fans behind him, like only Ethernet in his place.
you're right.
No Wi-Fi. But like he uses his phone as LTE, so it's like I don't know. I think they can track you with the cell signal, but like only so far because they don't have cell towers that are close enough where you have like zones where you can lose people. Ooh, it's heading back down. Blockchain Bane with the win. What I'm worried about though is we're gonna have some rule in the clarity that's only gonna allow like the institution to get the yield. Because that seems what they were pushing for before. So like if someone like Coinbase was having one like everyone use USDC, like the holders of USDC wouldn't get like a yield for staking it. Like Coinbase would get the yield.
Yep.
Which just allows for more concentration of private companies of wealth. But it does solve people taking their money and like, you know, exiting banks. I would just do it then. If that happened, and if I was an exchange, I would just do it so like everyone locks up their money. We get the yield, but since we can't like give the yield directly back to everyone, we do like some type of lottery thing that like everyone who like staked their USDC like gets a lottery ticket, and then like we could give out a portion
based on how much they staked.
No, not on based on how much they stake, because then that would be like equally distributing it. And so I don't think you could do that. Like I think you'd have to like do some type of like lottery system where like
Yeah, but you could give them tickets based on how much they staked, right?
Yeah, you could give them more tickets, like better, like more chances to win. But then I would want basically everyone to win at a certain point though. So like I would want it so like 10% of the people every time are winning. And so you're like, okay, like cool. I just need to be like in one of these times, like, you know, one of the people to get that chance. And like I wanted to like if you play 10 times, like you would maybe win, you know, or if it's like 5 times, if I'm doing it 5 times, like I'm gonna get one of those 5 times. So it's like, okay, I could get some yield if I just keep staking in this. Like eventually one day I'm gonna win the lottery because 20% of people are winning it. And like if I just stick with this, like eventually I'm gonna get that. So it's like it could be worth it to me. Because no one else is giving me anything. And like if I just keep putting my money in here, I'm not losing anything. I'm just staking it. And I'm getting these lottery tickets. And like now I finally got a chance to win my 20%. And like over a period of time, as long as I keep doing that and I stay in every one, like I'd be getting back like a fair yield.
Yep.
And it's still never as much as we just give it directly to people, but like it's a way to at least give people something. I don't know. Or I'd create a crypto savings app. For every dollar you save in USDC, it stakes it, and then you get lottery tickets.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good one. Could you not just give out like another token, or would they count that as? Could you just give out like your own? Could Coinbase, tokenize and give out base for based on how much people are staking?
No, because I feel like they're gonna get mad because it's like you just be so direct of like, okay, we're making all this money off this yield, we're taking all of our yield money and we're buying this token back and burning it. Like I mean, I would like someone to attempt it, but I think they would be like, nah, you're just still giving them a direct yield and like using some other asset to like launder the money through it. Or like maybe the token wins the lottery. Like maybe it's like there's 4 tokens on the site, and like you're like, oh, it's like we don't know, like we're not giving a direct token, but like we have 5 different tokens, and each of those 5 tokens are competing to win the lottery each week, and like one of those 5 tokens is going to win, and they're going to buy back and burn it. And so it's like not saying, oh, we're directly putting in one token. It could be random distribution into any of these tokens. So like now, if I'm a person who on the platform, I just want to buy every single one of these tokens. Because each week, no matter what, like some money is going to get distributed into one of those tokens. And each week I could decide to hold the token or I could just sell it, you know? And if they're like, oh, like you control those tokens, then we just need to adopt like some friends tokens in there too.
Market open is brutal, isn't it? It's just so choppy.
Oh yeah. It is this is Jane Street.
But it's not them anymore.
No. If we break 71,755, seems like we could go down for the rest of the day. Dude, we need some badass stories again in crypto. Like what happened to the days of the Constitution DAO? Like those guys almost bought it.
Constitution DAO.
Yeah.
I don't even know that one.
Dude, Constitution DAO was so sick. They almost bought the original copy of the United States Constitution.
Really?
Yeah. So it was almost the best thing a decentralized group of people did. So they got together and they were like able to bid like it's like 47 million dollars or something like that for the Constitution, and they were going to buy it as this DAO, and they got all these people together to do it. And it's going to be a really awesome example of like how to, crowdfund, I guess crowdfund buy an asset, or crowdfund, have a political movement. Who knows really what it was. But the guys tried to buy it, and the issue was they had done all of their raising of the funds on a public blockchain. So the person bidding on the other side knew already what they were going to bid. And so they just had to tell their people, yo, like, let's just come in with a couple $100,000 more.
Oh.
And they were like, these guys, it's going to take them so long to get the money. Like, they'll have to reach out to their whole network. Like, they won't be able to do it. And so when it came down to it, like, Sotheby's were the one who ended up buying it. They knew the bid, and they just came in a little bit higher and got it.
Oh.
And if that was another push why we should be doing things on like privacy chains, because like no one would have knew how much they raised, and then they wouldn't have just been able to outbid them by like $100,000.
I mean, but part of the whole, private chains have a merit of their own, but also like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is better as long as you know for sure that you can trust the chain reconciling everything properly without being able to see it.
Yeah, which I don't think is true, but
You don't reckon private chains do that?
No. It depends. Like I think the ones where it's like, okay, if you are putting something through Tornado Cash or something like that to enter into the chain, but if it's like I'm sending something from like EVM into a privacy chain, like there's still a connection there. Like,
yep. Blockchain ban on a 4x streak. Is he on that at the moment, or not? Miracle on the last one? Oh, he could be actually. Let's see. No. Odious is the current streaker.
it was probably the last badass movement though I've seen.
What's that?
The Constitution DAO thing, like
All right.
I
Oh
haven't
yeah, then they should have gotten it and said they were going to burn it and put it on chain. Someone would have bought it off them for way more.
Probably. It's gone now. I think they wanted to like Nicolas Cage it and like find out the secrets on the back.
What's that? What's that a reference to?
National Treasure. He steals like the Declaration of Independence. So it's
And
different.
what's on the back of it?
There's like some secret like writing that was in invisible ink that like he needs to go and like find the president's desk afterwards and search it. It finds the secrets throughout history that like the Knights of the Templar have protected.
People are asking, is there really an invisible map on the back of the Declaration of Independence? How good are people?
So, like, could be. Okay, let's see. I think blockchain ban is off his streak.
Yeah, I think so. I think ODS knocked him off it, maybe.
Ooh.
Miracle, I think is on. Oh no, Faith Peter took them out last time. Or did Miracle not play? Oh no, Miracle did play. Yep, Faith Peter. And then Miracle took it out. So Miracle's on a 2x. Well, no, 1x, because MXAK took out one of them too.
I was on a 3 for a little bit, but I lost it.
We need those. We need to show what people are on. It's so confusing looking back through all the games.
Yeah, we do.
What's Anumi on? 2x. Was on a 2x. He's on a 2x maybe. I don't know.
Then looking good here for a second.
You're bouncing around at the top there. I reckon you've got this one, Matt.
Possibly. Oh, we did break.
I'm just trying to do what you did to me the other day.
I know. We got.
Oh yes, the juju has worked.
It has worked. We hit 70. We went below that point of support.
Yes.
So we may be trending back down for a little bit. That was good, Yeti.
That was some good juju.
But it's gonna fight first. So we might go up before we go down. Let's get some positions up. Oh no. It'd just be going down.
No, I want to go up. Up, up, up.
Ooh, not a good one for me. Ooh, it's going out of range for me. Looks like we finally, yeah, we fell below resistance now. Still up $23. Not too bad.
You just won 23?
No, I'm still up 23 overall.
All right.
Yeah. It's been a good day.
Even with my big win earlier on, I'm still down 750.
Come back right here.
I could.
Not in this one.
Just need one game.
Five minutes left. 5 games, it looks like. We might be able to get one more.
So weird. I've got one Google account open that just won't load anything.
Hmm.
All my other one, or like all my other windows open work, but that one account won't open anything.
Maybe they flagged you. Doing too much sketchy activity over there, Yeti. Can come back for me. Come on. Left. Ace is on top. And it's me and Ace battling out.
We got one more game after this, one more game.
Sneak one more in. All right.
Yeah. I'm coming for that one. I'm not going to win this one, but down there 9th, 10th, but next game is mine. All right.
All right, I'm in.
I'm in too.
Oh, it's going down.
Oh, big win from Miracle there. Oh, big win for Anumi. 55.
That one Numi came in and just stacked it.
Oh, this would be a good one. This is a good one to win. Big pot.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, That's me right at the end. Come on. No.
Oh, odious. Nice.
Oh, not a bad finish. Profitable finish.
I for some reason always think of odious because I see this car all the time at my gym. The license plate is Odin Wolf. It's not odious, but for some reason I always think of odious because I'm like Odin, odious, like you know.
Yep.
Like what? I need to meet the person. Like, what type of person drives around with the license plate Odin Wolf?
It's pretty good.
Like, they must have a giant dog. Unless he's just really into like, I don't know, Game of Thrones or wolves or something.
Yep.
All right, yo, we'll hop on over to Chemical Burn. I'll see you over there.
Hell yeah. See you in there.
Good to see everyone. Thanks for joining in, guys. Take care.